Afternoon, everybody. How we doing? How are we doing? Was I late again? I don't know. All the clocks say different things in this house, so I just don't know which one is right. I mean, my watch says 5 past, that one says 3 minutes past, and this one says 10 minutes past, so, you know, who knows? Anyway, I've got Santa's lights working on his fireplace. I didn't realise how dull they were until I changed the batteries, and now all of a sudden it works. Amazing. I fixed something, look. Oh dear. So I thought I'd best get the whole Christmas jumper effect in for you. I know you love a nice Christmas jumper. I've even got Santa on the armlet. Santa. Oh dear. From Mrs. Cruncher's wardrobe. Even had a look in Asda today for another Christmas jumper, but they were rubbish and overpriced, to be fair, so we didn't go for it. Yeah, so been shopping all day today, pretty much. Got back about 3:45, so it's a bit, cutting it a bit thin. So there was quite a few that have jumped off the top, unfortunately. Mr. Cody's is hoping that it's a Mitsubishi for some reason. I'm not really sure. Perhaps, I'm sure he wants a Mitsubishi in his life. I might have to send that to Mr. Cody's. What do you reckon? See if Mr. Cody's can fix that. Evening, Andy. Andy Cowley. Mark J. Afternoon, Mark. Let's turn that down a fraction. Phil Taylor. Evening, Phil. How you doing, mate? Aston's in. Afternoon, Aston. Colin. Hi, Colin. Derek Taffman. Hi, Derek. It's been flipping cold today. Wind is really cutting today. It's still windy where you are. Is that Welsh for windy? Windy? Excellent. Theo. Afternoon, Theo. Benji. Hi, Benji. Afternoon, Nick. Winds dropped. The antennas have survived. I haven't looked at mine. Daren't look at them. Evening, Dom. Good evening. Evening. Dave Roberts. Hi, Dave. Holy Unaware. Good afternoon. Simon's World. So Simon's actually the chap that sent me in this challenge, and I don't know what it is yet because I haven't opened it. But the challenge is for me to get it working by Christmas Eve. Will I need Sean's help? Does it need the mallet? Does it? If you get it going, it goes in the Radiocruncher Christmas stocking from us all. So thank you very much. Let's hope I can get it going. David's good, a bit windy. Benji's got the banana bread on. Mac Vision, hi Mac Vision. Jess, good afternoon to you and Jason. All the way from Helen Cornwall. Chris, all the gear, no idea. How you doing, Chris? ZX, yeah, it's always madness in here, isn't it, really? Mick McGinn, hi Mick. Hi Michael. Cyberflyer, hi Cyberflyer. Steve's Vintage Electronics Long Stay Workshop. That's a mouthful, Steve. Welcome, mate. It's Welsh for windy, Wandy. Is that in the Wanda Valley? You think the Mitsubishi is up George's Street? Z04VR. Good. Well, good. Is it morning for you or is it evening? I'm not sure. From New Zealand. Welcome again, mate. Hi Ben. How are you? George has got plenty of space for another radio. Yeah, he didn't buy enough really at the auctions, did he? Fix Simon's Gizzet by which Christmas? You never know. It could be very exciting. I'm sure it would. Simon wouldn't send it to me else. It's morning there, Z04VR. I've not had a contact with New Zealand yet, so when I can eventually get an antenna up, we'll have to see if we can make contact over the airwaves. That'd be good fun, wouldn't it? I know a couple of people have asked me to do like a DX live stream on the amateur radio. Not something I've attempted yet, to be fair, but if we can get an antenna up in the air, I could give it a go. Hi, Jeff. Lovely jumper and Christmas cheer. It's always Christmas cheer here. Thank you, Jeff. You would have bought anything. I bet you would have done, Benji. I've not had Australia even. No, it's all right for some, Dom. Right for you early birds out on mountains. Us country bumpkins out here, down on the ground, we can't get Australia because we can't get up early enough. You've got way too much stuff, Benji. I've got way too much stuff, and I haven't had time to move all this stuff out of the room yet. It's absolutely crammed. Yes, I did. I wore the Christmas jumper and the tie, Paul. Double whammy. The ho 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 tie. Should have had it on today, really, shouldn't I? But none of them said anything about it. All bah humbugs, I think. I think I was the only one there with the Christmas gear on. I had a Christmas jumper, Christmas tie, and Christmas socks on. I think they were just happy to get me away from their stalls, I think. Get up early instead of laying in bed. This time of year, it's not only is it early, it's cold as well, Dom. I would literally, well, saying that, no, I'd have to wait. The only antenna I've got up at the moment's on for 10 meters, so you know, 10 meters ain't open very often. I can probably tune it up on 20 at a squeeze, but it's a very bad mismatch. I could tune it on the ATU, but it's not great. It works, but it's nowhere near the band. You've never had a UK contact either, ZL4VR. You'll have to give us your name as well, mate, because it's a bit of a mouthful, ZL4VR. Anyway, so let's go over to our friend, our feathered friend, Mr. Penguin. And Mr. Penguin, have you got a number 8 for us, Mr. Penguin? Daniel, another Daniel. Okay. So, Mr. Penguin, have you got another 8 for us? Mr. Penguin, and Mr. Penguin. Is it cold over there? You haven't got your light on, have you? You've got to have his light on as well now. He's getting very demanding these days. All right, okay. So I think we've got a number 8 there, Mr. Penguin, above your head. Above number 11. So let's go and get that one a minute and see what we've got in number 8. This is turning me into an alcoholic, isn't it? If I just kick that camera, oh, you can still see it. I have kicked it, but don't upset Mr. Penguin. He won't provide. Oh, hang on, we have got something in here. Oh hell! What on earth is that? It won't come out. Flipping heck! What's? Ugh. Oh wow! This looks. Oh yes! I've never had it. This beer, that is. St. Peter's Plum Porter. Sweet porter with jammy damson and black currant. Sounds very interesting. Thank you, Mr. Penguin. Thank you, Mr. Penguin. It's crazy, isn't it? It's madness. It's madness. Christmas does make you slightly mad, doesn't it? Or madder in my case, really. Let's just reposition my cameras. I don't know why that's not. Why isn't that sat down? Okay, because it's under there. That's there, there, and there. Right. Okay, I think we're back in action. So, yeah, St. Peter's Plum Porter. Looks good. So say it's 5%, sweet porter with jammy damson and black currant. I've never had that one before. So Mrs. Cruncher's done really good in getting me some unique beers there that I've not had before. Plum Porter. So St. Peter's Brewery, and that is in Suffolk, near Bungay. Bungay? Bungay? Bungay. Expertly crafted in Suffolk. Let's get it in then and see if it's any good. G6 BPC. I think a lot of us are licensed, aren't we, really? Yeah, he is from NZ. Get your stuff in a museum, Graham. They will come. I did mention that to Mrs. Cruncher. She said, yeah, that would be a great idea. I said, but the museum would be here. And she said, absolutely no way. The problem is Jeff, is that to get stuff together for a museum, it would all have to be fixed and sorted, really. And there's a lot of stuff here. 90% of it is for restoration or for spare sets. So I'd have a job to get enough stock together. I'd have to spend probably 6 months fixing up stuff and cleaning it to get it museum ready. Well, I'll tell you what, I've just had a sip of that to get the head of it off, and that tastes like medicine. Is that a good thing or not? It tastes like medicine. Was the 9%er yesterday, that nearly blew me socks off, that did. Anyway, cheers everybody, happy Christmas. That is a strange taste. That is a strange taste. But I do like it. I do like it. I do like it. I do like it. Oh, hello, we got two of me. Your 007 Bovril license to drink. License to drink beefy drinks. You're doing the full UK license next year. I'm sure you'll get that sorted, Dom. Mayor of Casper, Wyoming. Good stuff, mate. It's always festive here. I say, you've got to have the festive jumper on, haven't you? Look at that. You can't get more festive than that, can you? Apart from the ho 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 tie. Your clock's still wrong. I know, but what time do you have it by? I mean, this says 17:15. Look, my computer says 17:23. My watch says 17:17, and the phone says 17:17. So I think 17:17 is the correct time. So I think this one's a couple minutes slow, but you know, it keeps me on my toes, doesn't it? Keeps me on my toes. Right, we better, without further ado, let me just take my address label off of this. Now this has come in two parts from our friend Simon. Just remove my address and Simon's address. Up in Coventry in the West Midlands. Let me just get my beer out of the way, otherwise I'm going to end up knocking it everywhere else. So here we are. This is the parcel that's arrived, and it's actually, I've got another parcel with it, which says it's not, try not to open till the challenge item arrives. This is the previous owner's operation manual with his added notes. So it is a mystery. As I say, I've not opened this at all. Yeah, I've got this massive great signal generator on the floor. What on earth am I going to do with the thing? It's a thing of beauty, but it's an absolute monster. I don't think I've got anything that's sturdy enough to hold it. Well, I have, but my stabber lock's on it. Right, let's shut up, Graham, and get this open, shall we? Stuart. Meantime, Cruncher meantime. Yeah, I think so. My watch and my phone are correct. I really don't know why the PC isn't correct, because you'd think that would sync with the internet, wouldn't you? I mean, it's a Windows 10, well, it's Windows, it wants to update to Windows 11, but I've told it no for a minute. I think we'll leave it a bit longer for him to iron out all the bugs before I upgrade to that. It's compatible, allegedly it's compatible with Windows 11. They've done a compatibility test and it's good to go, but I'm not convinced. So do we want to have any guesses what's in here? Anybody want to guess what's in here? What's occurring? Well, it sounds nice according to the box. According to the box, it's Pinot Grigio. Pinot Grigio. We like a bit of Pinot Grigio. Let me just see if I can reveal it gently. Oh, hang on. No! No! Simon, what have you done to me? It's the very first thing on top. No! No! Graham, how you doing, mate? And thank you very much. We all know what that is, don't we? Oh my God. It's my worst nightmare. So we now know why it's a challenge. Unless that's just something that's fallen into the box. I mean, I could be that lucky. So I can see that it's something made by a company that begins with H, I reckon, with its lovely knackered dial cord. Thanks, Graham. Good stuff, mate. Another Graham, you see, got to be good. You're sticking with Windows 3.1. I've still got Windows for Work groups on this one. Yeah, we were on a different time scale. Put it downstairs as an ornament. They are nice. What is nice? Am I missing something, Steve? Bacon and duck eggs. Get a radio-controlled clock. Well, funny you should say that. I have got a clock kit that Derek has very kindly sent me in to build, so that's coming up. I've got so much. R600. A Hacker R600, you think, Dom? Doorstop. It's definitely a Hacker. You're sticking with DOS, Mac. Oh, I remember the DOS prompt. Never gives you a... Have you clicked the bell for all notifications? You need to click the bell for all notifications, Graham, not just click it. You need to have a double click. Have we got Robert Head in today? Oh, that signal generator, yeah. Put it as an ornament. Do you think I'll get that by Mrs. Cruncher? She's already sort of got her nose up about the... You're nailed. You're nailed. Belled. Yeah, you might be belled, but if you've got the bell with the two little symbols on it, Graham, there's two different types of bell. If you haven't got the one with the two symbols on it, then it won't give you notifications. DOS was good. Spectrum Basic. And Commodore Basic. I remember that on the old VIC-20. Well, we've obviously got a dial cord, and we've got what to me looks like a Hacker, but which Hacker? So we've got any clues with the grill then? So you can see the Hacker badge. It can only be, yeah. I've got an idea. It's one of two, I would think. One of two different Hackers. RP18. That's not an RP18 grill, Paul. Is it? No, it might be the RP18 grill actually. Yes, it might be the RP18 grill. I'm trying to think because some of them had, the older ones had the slatted grills, didn't they? But that was the RP30. And the older Herald. Okay, let's reveal it a bit further then, see if we can get further into it. So we think potentially an RP18. I was going to say Sovereign 2, you see. That was my my guess is Sovereign 2, but which is the RP RP25, 25A, 25B. That was my guess, but it could be an RP18. If it is, we've got a lot of work in front of us. I was going on the diameter of the dial cord, Paul, really. Well, I'm still none the wiser because it doesn't appear to have a dial plate. It doesn't appear to have a dial plate. The grill's not bad, little dink there, but that's where the handles come down. So when you send these in the post, do not leave the handle like that, because what happens is the courier throws it about and you get a nice dink here and here, which we've got on this one. So yeah, we've got a nice little dent on that side, which is down to the courier. It can be pushed out though, we get it looking pretty good. So we've got this type of handle, which is all one piece with the end caps already on it. Does that give anybody any more ideas? That might date it a bit older. It could be an RP25, not a 25A, because the older style RP25s used this handle. The newer style ones had the little bit that pulls off. Well, this hasn't got that. It's got the insert in the handle. RP18s, didn't they have the plastic bit in the middle? I'm not sure. So we'll have to investigate further. Anyone else got any other clues? We've got no rear grille. We have no rear grille. Beer and scalpels, caution. Yeah. Let me put that out of the way. Let me put that out of the way quick, Ben. So we've got a dial cord. Spring on. No, no. Letter rack. Radio nerds. Of course we're radio nerds. Doorstop, Derek's saying. Repair OHO tuning string .text. I know. Dial cord is my worst nightmare. So everybody's saying RP18. The truth is going to be when we pull this down, isn't it, and have a look. Any other clues? Any other clues? Anybody? The handle looks like it's from a Sovereign 2 RP25. That's what I said, Paul. That was my guess. You said RP18 though. How many guesses did you want? Like, come on. What have we got in here then? Oh, hang on. Hang on. This is crafty. This is crafty. I've just found this. Does that give anybody a clue? I've got too much white in the shot. It's all white. Now this antenna says Sony. Is this a Sony, do you think? I know what this antenna's off of. So this could have been a big red herring after all. And if it is, then this could be tricky to get going by then, but we can give it a go. This could all be a red herring because there's not enough. There's not enough here for a chassis. This box is not big enough for a chassis. This is crafty, Simon. This is crafty. Anybody know what it is yet? Because I've got an idea now. I've got a pretty good idea. So we certainly haven't got. There's not enough room in there for a chassis for this radio. And we've got something here. So shall we open this bit first? That's what she said. Not enough room. It is an empty case, Derek, definitely. But there's something else in here. Come on, somebody must. Some of you people must surely know what this is. Because I do know. I now know what it is. ICF Pro. Could be, Paul. Which one though? Which one? To be fair, there's only two anyway. What's that, Ben? Fourth, the best by far ever. Coble or fourth? I really don't know. Hi, Rob. A tree off the road. Wow. Okay, I think Paul has pretty much got it, to be fair, because, well, I assume it is what I think it is. So here we've got a frequency converter. This package is blowing out the camera. I've got to take this off of manual exposure. Sorry, auto exposure. So this little beauty says FRQ80. Now this Simon, if it is what I think, well, it is what I think it is an absolutely brilliant gift, and I certainly will be keeping it because I've been after one of these for a while, and it's been on my eBay watch list for quite a while, and I have bid on 2 or 3 of these and not got them. So, hi Harvey, in and out, really busy. You're a busy man, busy man. So I think this is going to be the reveal now. Any clue? $70. No, I don't think it's 70. Paul's he's changed to 80. I think it is the 80. Let's have a look. And it certainly is. It is an ICF Pro 80. If you can see that or not. So let's stick it up in there, and I'll squeeze the camera in. It is indeed an ICF Pro 80. Now these are a very sort of quirky bit of kit. They're They're not actually an airband scanner like the Air 7 because they haven't got airband on them as standard, which is why you need this little bit of kit here. Because what this does, it allows it to go up to, well, 115 to 174 megs, or 174 to 223. So it basically increases the range of it. I'm not sure what it is as standard. It goes up to 108 megs as standard. So from 150 kilohertz to 108 megahertz as standard. As you can probably see on the top there. Yeah, you can just about see it there. Look, so it's 150 kilohertz to 108 megahertz. So it's long wave, isn't it? Long wave, medium wave, HF, and a bit of VHF. So it's got the FM broadcast band on it. It does SSB as well, look, which is great. But as standard, it doesn't do airband. But this little beauty takes it up from 115 to 174, 174 to 223. So let's zoom back out again. It's quite useful to have the red heron backdrop. Yeah, which light is blowing this out now then? So very, very good, Simon. Very good, Simon. You like guessy games, got to go at a time. Cheers, Paul. Have a good one, mate, and well done guessing it in the end. Yeah, Harvey's saying, oh no, bad pots. Evening, John. Dom is also right, SMD caps. So yeah, this has got probably a combination of bad pots and bad caps. I don't know which. So that's it's got the battery holder on the back. So one of the things, if you're buying one of these, you must make sure you've got this, and you must make sure you've got the original aerial. If you haven't, it's only going to do up to 108 megs. So it's in pretty good nick. One good thing is it's got the actual side pieces in here. Very often this bit that holds the handle is missing. So again, another thing to look out for, because you can pick up Sony straps quite easily. You can put a Sony camera strap on these. That works well. Or you can try and get, I mean, the actual strap is quite a thin one. Just a thin grey strap with a little sort of plastic shoulder grip thing. So it's got squelch. If you pop it down, it's auto squelch. Up, it's manual squelch. And the problem with these is the squelch pot and the volume pot collapse inside. Now I've actually got one of these in to repair at the moment. So in fact I've got 3, including this one, to repair. Because I've got this one down here from our friend over in the Netherlands. So we've got this one to repair as well. So this one's got the original strap on it, look. So you can see what the strap should look like. Just a plasticky sort of shoulder grip and a thin webbing belt. So it might be that I can get a grey webbing belt of that diameter and stick in around. So yeah, this is my 3rd one to repair. But Simon's given me the challenge to repair this one by Christmas Eve, so that's going to be interesting. So also, it gives me the opportunity to experiment on my radio before dealing with a customer's radio, doesn't it? So let's get some stuff out of the way. That really was a bit of a red herring, that, wasn't it? I think that's an old Sovereign 2 case, and that was cruel putting that in, Simon. That was cruel. That was just cruel putting that dial cord in. It looks like we've got the familiar hole drilled in the side for something, but you know, something like that will come in really useful, because I've got a grill I can use, I've got a badge I can use, I've got a handle I can use. You know, there's lots of parts on that will come in useful. There's a hinge on the back. I don't know what the condition the hinge is in. Yeah, the hinge is pretty good. Hinge is very usable. So there's lots of parts on that I can use for other radios. So thank you for that as well, Simon. Simon's gone quiet now, hasn't he? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Little monkey. Oh dear. Okay, let's get some batteries up here and have a look, see what's going on. How many do we need? We need 4. I've got 4 here, but I don't know what condition they're in. 2. He set that radio just in case. Oh dear, Harvey. That's shocking. I think you need to give yourself a good telling off for that. Oh dear. Right, let's switch over to that camera. That's very strange, this camera. I think I need to get some reflectors or something in here. I don't know what's going on. Oh well. Let's go to that one. I can see what I'm doing then. I can get my beer down my neck at the same time. Cheers again, everybody. So just let me check to make sure these batteries are okay. There should be about 1.5 volts in all of these, hopefully, or slightly more. Ah, 1 volt, 1 volt, 1 volt, 1 volt. Why have they got them on the bench, Shan? Let's get rid of them. Oh. Right, we've got a AA battery issue here. That's let me think. I'm going to have to go and steal Mrs. Cruncher's. Oh no, I've got a power supply that'll go in the side. So 6 volts. Centre pin negatives. Alright, so we'll use the power supply then. Talking of power supplies, I hope you've all put your entries in for the power supply giveaway, because we're doing that this Sunday. So make sure you put your entries in for that. So centre pin negative, I think that's that way. If I put the right lead in, it would be that way. Oh no, I've trashed Mrs. Cruncher's decorations. Hang on, I've got to pick Mrs. Cruncher's decorations back up. I'll be in trouble else. How did she put them up there? Oh, I'm not sure. Perhaps it was up there on that. You've trashed Mrs. Cruncher's decks now. Right. So we need 6 volts. Current limit down, because we don't want to overcurrent the thing. It's obviously poorly. Let me just see if this is centre pin positive at the moment. Yes, it is. So let's swap them over. That should now be centre pin negative, which is here we go then. Brace yourselves. She bangs. Hi Timothy, how are you? The video for the giveaway is last Saturday, Dom. So let's have a look. So we're going in 6 volts, centre pin negative. Just turn that off. Right, so we'll put the volume up sort of midway. Squelch minimum. I'm not sure what band does what on this. So here we go. Is she going to do anything? Let's just get the camera in a bit closer. Okay, let's get the glare off. So we're looking for something happening on the screen. LCD readout, which we've got. So let's turn the volume up. So I've got a high-pitched squeal now, which is probably this light. No, it's not. Okay. All right, let's pop an aerial on it. We don't need the frequency converter because we're going to be testing it probably. So we've got a squeal. So if we go, let's go direct 198, execute. All we've got is a squeal. Volume does seem to be working though. Volume and squelch is working. Whoa. So that means that the volume and squelch pot haven't collapsed as yet. That's a bonus, I can tell you. So let's just try it on the broadcast band then. So let's go. What's this? Page fine-tuning SSB. Okay, I'm not really knowing how this works yet. Function. No. That says long wave at the moment. We know that's long wave. What about one? So direct 100 0. Okay, so that's changed to FM. Well, that's working. It's drawing 60 milliamps, which is probably about right. These are quite... Okay, let's try 90... Oh, hang on, execute 97 700.
And we're getting more details of a separate Christmas quiz that took place in Downing Street last December. There's no suggestion Boris Johnson was at either of these gatherings, but the question is, did he know? And did he let his team get away with breaking the rules when so many others were sticking to them?
Now, all that comes as we prepare to hear about what could be more restrictions.
Okay.
England. These beats giving
So we've got nothing on long wave. What about... Yeah, oh, hang on. 11... it's 11 megs. So I'll try 11 megs. Nothing on that. It's probably 11 900. So we've got nothing on the lower bands except a high-pitched squeal, and it's on reduced output. So it's kaput. It's kaput, but I think we're okay. It won't let you send a super chat tonight. Whoa, Rob. That's a bit cruel of it, isn't it? But don't worry, mate. Do not worry. You've sent enough super chats. Don't worry, mate. So we need to probably pop this apart. How are we doing for time? We've got plenty of time yet. I think we've got time to dig into this one and have a look. Let me just give the bench a bit of a clear up then a minute. Catch up with a chat. Radio Jed, how you doing, mate? Bramley apple pie and cream, very nice. Nothing on 198 is at the end of the world. Well, it's the end of its lifetime for this radio, Dom, but I think you'll find that there is stuff on 198. This is a very generous gift by Simon, by the way, people, because I don't know any of you that know these Sony scanners. They are very expensive to buy if they're working, mind you, but still they're well into double figures. They tend to run from sort of £200 to £200 around that figure. So this is a very generous gift from Simon, although it's not working properly at the moment, but I'm sure it will be. Sorry, I'm just cleaning things again. You know what I'm like, I've got to clean stuff. I don't know what it is with me. What is it with me? Got to clean stuff. So that'll sort of almost complete my Sony airband radio collection. Because I have got the Sony Air 7 over there, which I've repaired, restored, whatever you call it, with the dodgy volume pots. Right, what am I doing? I've lost myself now. I think I did say hello to you, Timothy, didn't I? And Timothy's got another video out, people, so if you're not subscribed, then get subscribing. Right, I just wanted to put something down to rest it on, because I don't really want to scratch it all up. Let's pop that down. Let's pop the radio on there, and let's just alter the camera so you can see it. And let's whip the back off and have a look inside. It's going to be interesting to see what the insides. I've never took one of these apart, don't forget. I've never had one of these, so let's just change the other camera. Is it number 1 Phillips? Yes, it is. Going to need a little pot for the screws. Sort that. Okay, it looks like these screws have been out before. So I think maybe someone's been in and had a look. We need to take the little side bits off. Rob, it worked, mate. That's for AA batteries. Yeah, I bought 200, but Mrs. Cruncher hasn't got hardly any left. And I don't really want to take her Christmas light stash, really, because that wouldn't be fair with it. But we've actually been out and bought more Christmas decorations today. Unreal. It's unreal. So we've got 2 screws in here as well. Let's see. Inside here we've got a 10 kilohertz, 9 kilohertz channel step. It needs to be a 9 kilohertz for the UK. And we've got frequency display, normal, shift, and a reset button. I'm not sure what the normal and shift means. As I say, I've not had one of these before. I have. I'm not sure whether I've got the service manual for one of these or I've got the user's instructions. I've got one or the other in the other room. So that should now pull apart. And there we are, together with our ejecting speaker. Let's pull that as well. So So let's put those safely out of the way before I thumb the speaker. Speaker's in good condition. Looks a little bit warped on the bottom there, but I don't think that's a problem. So this bit is not really going to be an issue. I don't think there's any capacitors on this. We've got a strange solder blob on there for some reason. So I think someone's had a go at repairing this in the past, but I don't think they're going to have been very successful unless they've done them caps. So let me see if I can get the overhead camera in the shot, and maybe I'll be able to see a bit better if I can. Right, here we are, in the guts of an. In the guts of an. So as you can see, we have got SMD electrolytics. And there's going to be, this is just the top board. I can tell you now there's another board in there. And that's going to be rammed full of them as well. I think there's 2 boards in this. I've got, well, I've got this shield is just floating around inside here. Let me just get my goggles on and have a look at that. So let me get some pliers. Okay, yeah, that's right by the looks of it. It's there's a ceramic filter underneath that, so it's just a shield for it, but it was touching the board. But I'm just going to have a look just to see if there's any corrosion around any of these. It doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, there is on that one. There is on that one there. Where's my finger? That one's got a bit of corrosion around it, look. Yes, at the moment that 22 microfarad at 6 volts is corroded, but that's the only one on that board. The rest look pretty good. So let's stick the meter on it a minute then. Let's stick the ESR meter on it, because you can, sometimes you can test these in circuit. You need the tweezer probe that you can buy as an extra for these. So if you've got one of these, this is always worth buying if you're working on SMD stuff. So it's just a pair of tweezers, but obviously connected to the meter. So pop the normal leads off. Yes, Simon. You're a good man. I was only kidding. I didn't expect anybody to get me one. But again, even better that it's not working properly, because we don't like stuff that works really. My favourite caps, I don't mind. Maybe it converts the display to work with a frequency extender unit. Oh, you might be right, Nick. So let's turn it on then and have a look and see what the ESR of this thing is. So we'll go with the dodgy cap first, shall we? We'll go with the dodgy cap first, which is this one down here. We can get the leads in on it. Trouble is, it's corroded. There we go. Okay, so although it's in circuit, the ESR is over 40 ohms. So that one's totally had it. Let's try some of these other ones if I can get in on them. We probably, instead of me, you probably want the overhead camera in picture-in-picture, won't you? And we're over here testing. So let's test this one. This is, can't really see, 2.2 microfarads at 50 volts. This is a little bit corroded, isn't it? That one says it's open circuit or low capacitance. This one, open circuit, low capacitance, 22 microfarads, 6 volts. ESR over 40 ohms, 47 microfarads. Let's go around that way. Not even measuring that one. Why is that then? So that one's 58, was 59 microfarads. It should be 47, and ESR is off the scale. Got another one in here which has got a purple mark on top of it. 70, over 40 ohms ESR, and 47 over here. Ooh, 2.2 ohms ESR. That one's knackered as well. So all of those, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the top. They're all knackered. Rolf, you're at work again, mate. No worries. Thanks for joining us, Rolf. Doug is saying 1990. There's a pardon me date on the chip. Yeah, it does say 9047, so it's probably week 47, 1990. Pardon me. So always the thing with these is as the knackered capacitor's done anything to the radio. So we need to pull it apart a bit further now. So let's get rid of that picture-in-picture. We'll zoom you back out again. And we need to pull it apart a bit further now. I think it does need a recap, don't you? I think it needs a recap for sure. I need a recap, I think, Derek. Right. I'm trying to think how this comes out of the case now. There's 2 screws in there. We've got to take the knobs off. I should get the service in for it on this, really, shouldn't I? But you know how it is. So we've got to pull the knobs off, and there's a screw in there that you can see where my finger is, and there's also a screw up here. It's exactly the same as the Air 7 by the looks of it. Be careful with this one that we get this out first turn, otherwise it cross thread when you lose the top of the screw. Let's pull that one out, and this one. They're not too tight, so maybe they have come out before, I don't know. So I think now it should just lift out, which it does. So we've got our membrane. Let's take that out of the way. So I'm surprised that the pots aren't gone on this one, because the other one I've got, not only are the caps gone, but the pots are as well. But this one, it looks like the pots are okay, so we're not going to mess about with those until they fail, I don't think. You must live at work. I live at work. Right, so I don't think there's any caps on this board. Have we got a backup battery in this one? I can't remember now. But we need to pull it apart to get in. There's another board in underneath here. But saying that, we can only see the bottom of that this side. Okay. Our friend Aston, I'm sure, has probably taken plenty of these apart. So let's go in for these two. That one first. Little silver screw. And here, another little silver screw. And does that now come apart? Yes, it does. Okay. And we have more culprits. So now I've got both halves of it apart. We can see into the other section now. And sure enough, we've got more of our friendly caps in here as well. Let's just zoom that out a little bit. We're in a bit close now. So we've actually got some normal radio electrolytics in here. Radial electrolytics, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 SMD electrolytics in there. 3, 6, 7, yeah. So there might be one in this DC-DC converter as well, which is going to be a real pain, because that means we've got to take this board out to get to the other side of it. And it's all fun and games, but nothing that we can't do. We, that's the royal we, that means me. I'm not sure if these pull off, these connectors. Do they pull off the board, or are they fixed? Yeah, they don't look like they're going anywhere. They look like they're soldered into the board. Oh, we got a bit of burning on there, which doesn't look good. I'm looking over at this red connector here. In underneath it, we've got a bit of burning. I don't know if that's oh, yeah, that doesn't look good. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, you can just about see it. Can you see that, where it's burnt? So yeah, in the center of this, we've got some, I don't think it is glue. I think we got a bit of an issue there. So that's the connector that puts the supply up onto the top board. I don't think that connector actually comes off, does it? Oh, it might do actually. Does it or doesn't it? Yeah, it might come off, that one. No. Don't think it is. I think they're soldered in and they unplugged the other side of the board. But I'm just wondering if we could have had somebody in here with a soldering iron actually on this component that's burnt that. Somebody maybe have thought that component there was a problem. Let's go in a bit closer. Where are we? We need to go there. Yeah, so certainly that area of the board is burnt, but it looks like someone maybe has had a go at this component here, which I'm not sure what that is. but certainly that's sort of in the area. So it could be that this component is now knackered. I don't know what it is actually, so let's clean it off and have a look. Spanky! Is this a Spafford Johnson's press conference? Hi Les. Very useful. Week 47 of year 90. Yes, I would think so. What on earth is a Spafford Johnson press conference? Spanky. Oh dear, oh dear. Just looking to see what that IC is, because either that IC has had a fatality or someone's been in there with a soldering iron and had a go at it. Okay, so it's just marked 5003. It definitely looks like someone's been in there with a soldering iron though, because you've got a little blob of solder on this capacitor. So unless somebody, I mean, it certainly doesn't look like anybody's changed that cap. So somebody, for some bizarre reason, has been in there with a soldering iron. We've got a bit of muck on the board there as well, bit of flux or something, whether it's electrolyte, I don't know. It doesn't look like it. I think one thing I can say is this board is okay. It's not leaked. They've not leaked that bad that they've damaged the board. No SMDs in there. Doesn't look like we got backup battery in here, so I don't know whether the memory is stored on an EEPROM somewhere. So all in all, this is fixable. Yeah, I don't think those holders come off the board. Yeah, somebody's just burnt that with a soldering iron, I think. Either that or that chip there has had a bit of a hard time. You can see the burn in there on that connector. But if you look at that capacitor, there's a blob of solder right on the very top of it. So that to me, just in there, that looks like someone's been in there with a soldering iron. So I don't know what a 5003, it looks like 0M5, I'm not sure. But can you see that? Yeah, there, you can just about see that. So it says 5003, looks like 0M5 or 0H5, I can't really tell. But that's the chip that someone's had a go at. Strange. Yeah, it's a Sony airband receiver, Simon. Well, not airband, sorry, it's not airband, it's a VHF UHF. One of these, Simon, it's a Sony Pro ICF Pro 80. Not Pro Vitamin, Pro 80. And it's poorly. It is working, but it's working on VHF. I haven't tried it on airband yet, but strange that these won't come off, isn't it? You'd think they'd put removable connectors on there, really, but I suppose they've removed from one side, so they're not worried about the other. So we need to get this board off as well, which is a bit dodgy because of the ribbon cable. So we've got a nice little ribbon cable in there. You can just see where my finger is. So we've got an earth lead there that should be connected to something, but obviously isn't connected to anything at the moment. just get that in the camera as well, so I can get that for a reference for myself. So you see there, we've got this this earth cable that's not connected to anything. I'm sure that should be connected over to this board somehow. It almost looks like someone's stuck it on as a... Maybe someone's put it on, so someone's worked on this before and possibly given up on it. But it's definitely the capacitors that are knackered, so whether someone's gone down a rabbit hole with it and not bothered anymore because they couldn't do the caps, I don't know. But certainly we're not going to be able to get these caps out with the hot air. Certainly not this one, because it's so close to that that connector. So the only way to get that one out, I can't get a soldering iron in there either, so it's going to have to be a twisty that one. I can probably, well, I could get a soldering iron in there actually. Maybe. Let's try it, shall we? Shall we do our first one? They've got to be done. Cheers. Andrew, you're back to working from home Monday. Welcome, mate. Did I read the notes? Oh, I didn't, Mac Vision. You're right. I'm glad you lot are looking after me, you know. I'm glad you're looking after me. Simon didn't point that out either. So we've got an operation manual with the previous owner's added notes. So let me get that open a minute and see if we've got any clues. See if we have any clues. We definitely know the caps are knackered for sure. So obviously goes without saying. So it looks like we've got the operating instructions. Okay, all right. Troubleshooting guide. Yeah, to be fair, that none of that troubleshooting guide is going to be any use because that's just for the end user, really. Oh, hang on, I've got more notes. Right, yeah, he's just added. Okay, check the focus. I bet, to be fair, the guy who had this radio was pretty gutted when it stopped working because these are really nice radios and they're quite sought after. But it ain't a cheap job to repair them. So yeah, we got various little notes stuck on, really just telling him how to use it. Key protection deactivated when the page select just turned or the power's disconnected. He's just put some little notes. Something about data store in there. That the memory protection function remains activated after the power is once turned off. I don't know if there's a backup battery in this. I don't think there is. Or a super cap. What we need is the service manual, really, don't we? That's what we need. We need the service manual. The Manual de la Service. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got this user manual in the other room, so I will dig that out at some stage. So thanks for sending that on as well, though, Simon. But yeah, let's have a go at taking this one off then. So let's do it live. Let's give me a bit more pressure, yeah. You like me under a bit of pressure, don't you? I know you like me under a bit of pressure. So what I'm going to try and do is pull this one out of the way. This one that someone's had a go at here. This 47 microfarads at 6 volts. And if I do it with the soldering on, well, let's test it first, shall we? Should we test to see what it's doing? So let's just test him first. So it should be 47. Do it that way round. Okay, so that's saying it's over 40 ohms ESR, which is mentally high. I think there was a period in early SMD manufacture when these components were really unreliable. They were very early technology, and supposedly the modern ones are now much better, supposedly. But I don't know, it's my radio, so I might go all out and stick tantalums in it. I don't know, tantalums seem to work well. Right, where's my flux gone, Graham? Where's your flux? Where's the greasy old flux gone? Where's it? There we go. Let's stick some flux. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to re-solder this first. So I'm just going to put a little bit of flux either side of it. The old gel flux, it's good stuff. I'm just going to. I could twist this one off, to be fair, but someone said about using 2 soldering irons. You can do if you can get them in there. Okay. So let's what are we going to lift this with, Graham? I'm going to use the forceps, I think. So I don't want to burn these wires. I'm certainly not going to try burning the my go-to tip has had it actually. So I'm just going to try and lift one side there. What are you going to use? What am I going to use? I'm going to use the tweezers. Those forceps are too big. So big. They're so big. So I'm just basically walking it off the board. That's that one outside off. Just pop this one off. There we are. He's off. So now we can test it out of circuit. No, wrong one. We can test it out of circuit now with the capacitor tester. We can get a true reading on it. Hopefully. Okay. So he's reading 42.58. Oh. Do that again. So he's reading 41.7, but the ESR alert is over 40 ohms. Absolutely shot. How you doing, Paddy? Simon. Hi, Simon. I haven't got my picture in picture on. How you doing, Simon? Keith's in. Hi, Keith. Fault capacitors. It is. It is. They is faulty. Cheers, ZL4. Catch you soon, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Paddy. What have we got? HM. Four dots is H and 2 dots is M. HM. No, the Air 7, Simon, is going to be the potentiometer, I expect. The volume control's probably not going all the way round. So that one's absolutely had it. Let's clean the board up. Let's clean the board up and we'll stick another cap back on there. I've not got a massive amount of SMDs left. I've used them all up on that 7600 that you all watched on Sunday. Right, where's all my braid gone? Where has all the braid gone? I seem to have a bit of a braid shortage here. What's going on? That's me. So I want that one there, really. So I'm going to use a bit thinner braid for this. So that's the pads cleaned up. Let's get a bit of isopropyl on the subject. Still wondering why someone's had a go at that poor old IC down there. I'm pretty sure that the little dot marks the negative. So I think on these caps the black piece is the negative. Is that right? The black is the negative and the other side is the positive, I think. I'm pretty sure that dot that you can see on the board down there, this one, this dot here marks the negative, I think. It's unusual because this board is not marked as I would assume. Let me see if I can find the Pro 8 service manual, Pro 80 service manual in a minute. I see a Pro 80 service manual. I suspect our friends at Electro Tanya have got it. Okay, no, we haven't got another one here. So are we on the same page here? Let's get rid of me. Let's so here's our service manual. I'm not sure how good a copy this is going to be, but I just want to have a quick look at this board just to see the orientation of the caps. So let's find it. Board layout. Come on, where's our board layouts? Oh, hello. Has it gone a bit far? Yeah, that's not a great schematic, that. Yeah. So we need the... This is the... Which board is which here? Is this the... That's the RF board. This could be the audio board then, perhaps. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be good enough to work with. This is interesting because this is showing it all as tantalums, I think. Keyboard, switch side. That's not a keyboard. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a newer revision. I'm pretty sure that the dot is the negative. I'm pretty sure with those SMD electrolytics it's negative. I'm sure you're all shouting at the screen now as I'm doing this. Evening, Anthony. You're moderating for a friend's radio show. Catch you soon, mate. Someone's saying yes, it is the negative. Oh, it's HHH, I. Of course, yeah, 2 dots are I, 2 dashes are T. Sorry, Paddy. Yeah, sorry, 2 dots. Sorry, 2 dots are M. So 2 dashes are M, 2 dots are I. It's at the board edge per your video. It's at the board edge per your video. What's that, Spanky? And anybody that knows you? Oh, I see. Right, okay. So let's stick a tantalum in there. So what have we got? 47 at 6 volts. Let's get me tantalum stashed down. I think probably that later versions of this they have used tantalums. There is my Boxall. I used to have a Boxall Viva. So we need 47 at roughly 6 volts. So we've got 47 at 6.3 volts. And we've got 2 different sizes here. Now, is that one going to be too big? Or do I need the baby one? So I've got 2 different sizes here, both the same voltage, but there's different size cases to these SMD components, as I'm sure some of you know. So we've got the same capacitor, but in 2 different sizes. So let's see which one's going to be best. Might as well start doing some of these. I mean, I don't mind a bit of SMD work. In fact, I quite enjoy it. I'm a sicko, aren't I? 1 dash is T, yeah. 1 dash is T, 2 dashes is M, 2 dots is I, 4 dots is H. So apologies, Paddy. I'm a bit slow on the uptake. Cheers, Simon. Let me get my screen back up, then I can see what on earth you lot are looking at then. Okay, right, yeah, we're right in the guts of him now. So we've got 2 sizes of package. This one is possibly too big, and this one is possibly too small. So I think we're probably going to go with a smaller one, actually. And on these tantalums, instead of the negative being marked with the dash, the positive's marked with a dash. So you've got to be careful, you'll get caught out on that else. So let's have a look at that one. it needs to be that way around. Yeah, that might be a bit too small. Let's just try one of the other ones, see if that's too big. This will fit. There's about, well, God knows how many different sizes of these. Let's try one of these chunky ones. Exactly the same voltage, but just a different package, that's all. I've already said that. I'm repeating myself again. Yeah, I think this is going to be too big. It's so big. It's so big. Actually, yeah. Just turn it side on and have a look, see how it's going to line up. It's not going to blimmin' turn on its side now, is it? Decisions. They both fit on there. This one's fairly tight, the other one's quite a way off. Let's get the other one back out again. So look at that one against the pads. Well, they both fit. What would you say go for? I really don't know which one to go for, because if I turn them both over, I don't know what your view is like actually. I'll have a quick look in a minute. So if I turn them both over, look, you can see it's a bit bright there. Let's get the light that way a bit. So you can see they were both fit. Let's move that one in a little bit. They were both fit. So do I go with the smaller one or do I go with the bigger one? Timothy's saying the smaller one. 2 dashes is M. Yeah, 1 dash is T. The Vauxhall Crest, yeah, Vauxhall Viva, yeah, dodgy. I had I had the Viva HC, and I remember that engine packing up on that, so I got an old HA Viva and stuck the engine in the HC. Is that right? It was no, I got an HB Viva. I used to have an HA van when I was on when I first started with British Gas. So yeah, this is the dilemma. Do I go with the larger one or the smaller one? They're both exactly the same voltage. Shame my plum beer's gone now. I suppose the other thing could be is what have I got the most of? That might answer my question, because whatever I've got the most of, I can use more of, if you know what I mean. So I got 4, 5, 6 of those. 7, 8, 9. I got 4, 6 of those. So I got more of the big ones. So we'll go with the big one. That's it. Decision made. We're going to go with the bigger one. They both fit on the board, so there's not going to be any issues with them shorting out or anything like that. Unless anybody knows any different, but you've got less, and going to have a neater joint with the bigger one, I think. That's what I was trying to get at. Two dashes and two dots are Z. I've not got as far as that yet, Derek. I've done 13 letters, I think, so far. I think I've done EISHO, TUV, and I've done N, B, and D. Oh, I've done A as well. Okay, let's go with this one then. So let's put it on. Being I've took the other one off, I'm going to do this one. We might do a couple more depending on how the time's going. They've got to be done. So it's going to be that way round. So if you watched my video the other day, you'll know, as per our friends from NASA, that the preferred method is to tin the pad. So they say don't use any excess flux, so we can go with that, I suppose. They should know what they're going on about. So let's tin this pad here, which is the positive side. So that's tinned. Hopefully you can see that. I think I'm in the middle of the camera. Let's go this way a little bit. There we go. So we're in tweezer territory here. Always fun. I'm gonna have to swap hands. So I'm gonna have to go left-handed with this one to get it on the board. Just untangle everything from the soldering iron. So all loves the soldering iron whenever you want to get busy with it. So I really should be using my angled iron really. So let's touch that pad, slide that one on. It needs to go up that way a little bit. So that one's on. Let's just solder the other side of it. Let's make sure that one's soldered. There we are. First SMD in. So it'll be interesting to test this one with the ESR meter. It's in circuit leaky, but you can see our ESR is 0.34 now instead of over 40. So it is in circuit, which is why it's reading in circuit. It's one done. Ideally, we're going to need to get this board out, and let's get the hardest one done first, which is going to be in the DC-DC converter. I assume there's one in there. I don't know. I ought to find out first, really, but the instructions, service manual I got here is pretty rubbish. Mark J, catch you soon, mate. Learn Morse code, shorthand and typing. You want me to learn all three, Jeff? I'm still trying to learn the Morse. You're into surface mount now. Yeah, I do a fair bit of surface mount now. They say learn Morse by sound first. Yeah, you're dead right. You had to do Morse at 12 words per minute back in the day. I'm aiming for 20, Timothy. So I'm aiming for 20 words a minute. I'm learning at 20 words a minute anyway. I'm learning to receive at 20 words a minute at the moment. But receiving and sending are two different things, aren't they? I've asked Father Christmas for a Morse key, an electronic keyer, a paddle. So I've got some straight keys, but apparently, from those in the know, the electronic keyer is the way to go. So let's, I need to get some more of these. I'm really short on these. These are really useful for SMD stuff because they're quite thin. They're thinner, excuse the noise, they're thinner than a cotton bud. And because they're slim, you can fit them in between components a lot better. So I'm just going to clean that one up. Make sure I've got all the flux off. And it doesn't leave bits of cotton wool stuck to everything. So there you go, there's another top tip for you. So I think we ought to get the board off, and I've just got flux all over the power switch. It's nice. Let's get this board out, I think. There's no point keeping it in there. It's not going to... it's not going to do any harm. How are we doing? Oh, we've not got long left, actually. So it looks like we could be continuing this one. I might... trouble is, I've got an ICF 2001D in at the moment to do. So these are a bit smaller screws again. This is the problem. Sony have used lots of different types of screws. So I've got to take this nut off as well by the looks of it. I really need a decent set of small spanners, don't I? Because I don't like using adjustables. They're okay, but this is quite a good quality one. Why did I say that? No, it's not actually. It's a Taparia. I thought it was a Baco, but it's not. Oh well. Taparia. This is definitely a tweezer's job, this one anyway. Simon's certainly given me a challenge here, hasn't he, with this one? That's for sure. I'm glad I didn't have to do a dial cord though. I'd rather do SMD work than a dial cord, to be fair. Okay, does that pull off? Will that pull off of there? No, it won't, so I'm going to have to take this switch out as well. It's a miniature screw. Let's pop the top off of that switch. Cool, bloody hell, that was tight. Did I need to take that screw out, I wonder? Yeah, I actually did, yes. Is this board going to come out now? It's going to play. It's going to play ball. You know you want to. Just worried about stretching this cable here. I need it to come out. Let's say I haven't taken one of these apart, people, so I'm worried about stretching this cable down the bottom, this flat flex cable. So I don't know what's preventing this from popping up. Well, nothing then by the looks of it. Maybe that tape, perhaps. Yep. Plus this switch here that won't come off until this plate here is lifted. Okay, it looks like I'm going to have to take this board off as well. So it looks like this one's going to have to come off as well, and the one underneath it. So basically, you've got to take the whole thing apart. How are we doing? 10 minutes. I wonder if this is a super cap. I think that might be a super cap there, you know. It says 5.5 volts, which is a super cap voltage normally. So these are black screws now holding this board on. So I'm just taking this off really to free up the flex cable. Hi Andy, Andy's in. Andy Tobin, good afternoon to you, mate. So we've got some plastic clips by the looks of it. I hate these things, they're always scary. That one's off. Because if they break, your board won't go back on. So we got 3 off. Oh, come on, you little monster. Come on. 4. Right, have I missed a screw? Yeah, I've missed a screw. That's why it's playing up. That's better. I can hear it all clippity clip now. So I can now fold that one back. And that's still not the one I want, is it? I want that one out as well. God, dear oh dear, there's so much depth to these blimmin' boards. Look at it all. So this is hanging on. I think this is glued in the corner, isn't it? No, it's just hanging up on that switch. There we are. Right. Look at this thing. It's mental. And it looks like we've got a shield on a shield. So this shield here has got to come off. And then we've got tabs to desolder to get the other one off. And there's a very... Oh, look at this lot. What is Sony doing to me? What are they doing? Let's see if I can get this in the shot. So we've got to get this off, this shield. But look at this little chip down here. Look, what is going on there? So we've got a jumper wire going to ground off of this. That's pardon me, looks to me like factory. That's a factory bodge. Oh dear. You've certainly given me a challenge here, Simon, haven't you? So that's going to have to come off. So it looks like they popped the botch capacitor in there. They've done another one over here as well. Yeah, there's another one down here as well. If you can see that one. It's at 45 degrees. Oh dear, this is going to be a pig to get off. So I've got to be careful. I don't want to desolder that cap, but I need to get this shield off to get the thing off the other side, the can, so as I can get. Oh, I'm hoping there's. Probably need to find out first if there actually is one of those things in there. If there is a cap in underneath. It's a 3D 1000-piece jigsaw puzzle. It certainly is. It's in loads of pieces now. Dear oh dear. Yeah. So I think it's Brian whose radio I've got in for doing one of these. Brian, it's not going to be cheap. I can tell you that. Still hanging on there. As I say, I do not want to desolder that capacitor. That's what I'm trying not to do. Come on, get off. It won't let it go. Right, let's let it go now. So this shield's got to come off. Let's use the old solder sucker on that. Phew. Smells fishy. It smells fishy. That means there's a cap underneath, and I bet this is the one that's gone the worst of all. So let's desolder this side. Taking care not to lift any other SMD components off the board. So that side lifted. Is this going to... Is this going to play ball? Yep. And we've got another one at the back. I just really want to take this off. I'm not going to do any more other than take this shield off, but it's fighting all the way, I can tell you that. Are we looking at the right place even? Yeah, we are. So it's we're taking that off. Missed it. Need to get the solder sucker in first. Excuse me, my hands are in the way. Right, it's prying time. Prying time. There we go. So our little shield is off, and you can't see now because I've knocked the camera out of the way. Where are we? Are we there? We're over here. We're over here. So this other shield, it looks like it's here and here held on. Just in two places. It's that pad, it's that pad. It's a good little solder sucker, this. A good little solder sucker. Oh. Right. Let's God, I'll tell you what, this is all hanging off the wires at the moment. Flipping heck. So here's our shield, and hopefully this is now going to lift off. Underneath will be an SMD cap, I hope, otherwise we've done all that for nothing. Ooh! Two! Double whammy! There we go. So my theory was correct. Another two SMD caps. Right, okay. That is enough of that for now. To be continued. To be continued. That is in 1,000 pieces, that radio. let's just fold it back over and let's fold it back over. So there you go. Doesn't look too bad like that, does it? Look. Yeah, just a little radio, but a little old radio with about 55 boards in it that comes out like a concertina. What a nightmare that is. So I'm going to have to order in a super cap for it because I haven't got one of those. I should have most of the capacitors, but there's a lot of caps to do on it. So, yeah, I think we're looking at a fair old recap job on that. Will I get it done before Christmas Eve, though? That's the question, isn't it? That's the question on everyone's mind. Will he do it before Christmas Eve? Right, who else we got here then? Apparently the Germans call adjustable spanners in England there. Then learn the Hopi Indian language and translate and send by Morse. Jeff, you're really testing me. That's more gooder. That's betterer. Bing Goog again. Cheers, thank you. Nice work. I don't need Sean. I think Sean is not keen on SMD stuff. I can tell you that. I can tell you that for definite. Sean does not like SMD work. I don't know where Mr. Man Cave is this evening. Has he popped in or not? I didn't see him pop in today. I didn't see our Man Cave friend in today, but he's in and out, shaking it all about and all that. Let's get a bit tidied up and we'll do the advent calendar. We'll see what's in store today. Now, Mr. E very kindly said to me, did I put the bit holder back in the... what am I trying to say? Did I put the bit holder back in the calendar? And sure enough, I did. So we now have the bit holder, thanks to Mr. E. Let's get myself tidied up here, and we'll make room for the advent calendar. We're pretty good for time. Absolutely bang on. I don't think I had any comments on what you wanted me to look at next from the auction stash. So if anyone's got any ideas of what you'd like to see, my favourite would be the German radio, the World War II radio. That's the one that I'm really looking forward to. But I thought I'd leave the decision to you guys. Okay, let's see if this will fit on the bench. Will it stay in place? Right, let's get that off. I know you love to see my Christmas jumpers. I've got plenty more, don't you worry. No need to worry, I have plenty more Christmas jumpers. Right, so we're looking for number 8, I believe, isn't it? Number 8. Anybody see number 8? We're hiding number 17 there. It's difficult to get this in shot because I've got too much stuff on the bench here at the moment. Number 8. I'm looking. I can't see it at the moment. Is anybody beat me to it? Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it. Right, okay, I've seen it. Middle to the left on the tree. Hi, Gavin. You know where that stray earth wire goes. Thank you, Ralph. So Andrew saying, personally, you'd forget you'd ever seen that, Sony, and move on to doing a valve set, or at least something you can see. Excellent. Yeah, it won't take me that long, I don't think. Now it's all in pieces. So we got middle to the left on the tree. So left, middle to your left is over here, and sure enough, we've got our number 8, which I think is this one. This one here, right here, right there, so. So let's zoom in on that bubble. It's by that red bubble. Bubble. Look at Bubbles. Here he is, number 8. Drum roll then. That's steady on camera. Stay still. So look, where's the old tab? It's there. Ah, oh, an essential part. It looks like that is the bit holder. That's a very nice bit of machining again. That is the hexagonal bit holder. Let's get. Oh, there's Santa! Santa! Sadly, we've been unable to find Elf the movie. We've been unable to find Elf, which is pretty depressing, really. Pretty gutted. I don't really. I have got it. My son bought it for me, but I cannot find it anywhere. I've got the case, but no DVD in it. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. So let's have a look and see where this goes. So as you can see, I now have the missing bit holder, which was actually in the advent calendar. So I opened it on Saturday for Sunday's stream and then put it back in there again for some reason. So I really don't know where this is supposed to sit unless it sits on top of the screwdrivers there. It can't sit there because obviously our screwdrivers are all going to be sat there. So I think it must just sit on top and then perhaps... No, it's not really gonna... Yeah, I'm not really sure where that's supposed to sit, to be honest. Anyway, this I would assume goes in here, which it does. So there we've got our bit, our only bit, and our bit holder. It's got a nice strong spring to hold it in. Certainly works. Nice. I tell you what would be even nicer is if we had a screwdriver with a bit holder on it as well. That would really finish it off. But we haven't got that yet. So there we are. We're at Advent Calendar. Another day done. Right. That's it. That's all, folks. That's all for today. Hope you've enjoyed that. And again, we're getting more subscribers, so keep the subs coming. I think we're up to 3,975 now, I think. So if you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, please. Thanks again to my Patreons. You know, they help pick up all this stuff. They helped towards paying for all that auction stuff I bought. So, yeah. Open the box, the fizz. Open the box, the fizz. Number 8 looks like it's an onion ring. What? Hi, Wenlock. Morning to you, mate. Yeah, catch you soon, Timothy. So that's all for today, people. Don't forget, if you visit Saturday's live stream, you'll need to go back to Saturday's live stream. Have a look at the video and enter for this Sunday's giveaway. I must put in the comments section how to enter. Basically, you need to like and subscribe. You need to put the word Tenma in the comments of Saturday's video in order to try and win it. So catch you soon. Bye for now. Take care and all the rest of it. Stay safe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Should be about the same time. Bye for now.